Hello everyone, my name is Noelle and welcome back to the channel. Last time, we touched on a new horror series called Welcome Home, and if you're new here and haven't heard of it, I highly recommend watching the previous video before this one. Since that first video, a whole bunch of new clues have been discovered, and boy are we in for a ride with this one. We're going to look through each piece of new content bit by bit and try to come up with some sort of legible timeline as we go along, and hopefully we can put something nice together. Huge kudos to the community, this ARG, for finding out so much so quickly. It's really impressive how much they found. But without further ado, strap yourselves in and join me as we hop back into the lovely neighborhood of home. To start off our new discoveries, we can head over to the guestbook section of the site, where you'll see these nice little drawings all over the pages. These are important because if we right click and open them in separate tabs, there's hidden messages written on the tabs themselves. A lot of these are just silly references to the characters, but there are some important ones also. A few of these being the hello that's written, which reads, "I can hear you, neighbor," and this spiral that's drawn over a guestbook signature. The signature from Emily, which says, "Why do you like eye contact?" actually has a direct response from who we presume to be Wally himself, which says, "So you know I am looking at you, neighbor. I am talking to you." Eerie. And remember this spiral for now, it'll be important later on, so keep it in the back of your mind. Another clue that points to someone being in here is here underneath these question marks and X's. The signature reads, "Where am I? What is this place? If someone is reading this, please help me. I have no clue what is happening here. And there are these people. I think that's what they are. They almost look like strange puppets from a child's book. But if there's anyone out there reading this, help me, please." And the response they got says, "Why are you fibbing? You are not here. I don't see you. Please don't lie to me." That's strange. So someone's definitely here, we just have to find them. While we're here, I would like to mention that someone who watched my last video mentioned that the mobile site had an error where the house was too high in the neighborhood. It revealed a hole underneath. Turns out that's not necessarily a bug, because if we look in the center, it's that same spiral that Wally was hinting to from earlier. As for what we can do with that, not much right now, but we definitely should remember it for later, because who knows, someone could be down there. One thing that I didn't mention in my last video was that certain words on the website would have letters that were either off-center or different sizes than the rest of the word. Those letters specifically being E, O, V, W, X, and Y. We can type these into the URL and it brings us to a page with a video on it. I'll play it in its entirety for those who haven't seen it yet. Pretty strange and creepy. Originally it was thought that maybe there was some hidden stuff in the spectrogram of the audio, but I looked through it myself and I mean, you can see something there, but it doesn't look like anything significant. The neat thing about these letters is that they don't just give us one new page to look at, but can be rearranged to create different URLs that also provide us with more clues. The second combination we're going to look at is WOXYVE. And this actually brings us to a script from one of the episodes of Welcome Home. It looks like a bunch of images just thrown together because it kinda is, but we could open the image in the back in a new tab and we can see just the script itself. The script reads, "Butterfly enters from the right side of the frame and moves across the screen. The camera follows the butterfly. The next shot reveals Wally sitting at his favorite painting spot underneath a tree, with an easel in front of him. Nothing is on it. Wally turns his head and looks at the camera. Hello, neighbor. How are you today? I hope you are happy. I feel happy too. When I am happy, I like to paint. I like to paint to feel happy too. What do you do to feel happy?" Wally pauses for the viewer and laughs. "I think that would make me happy too. Even though I am happy, neighbor, I have a problem. I don't know what to paint. I could paint a butterfly or a rock or a tree. There are too many things to paint. I can't decide what I would like to do. I don't know how to solve this problem. Neighbor, when you have a problem, what do you do? And as far as I'm aware, this isn't really too important right now, but you never know. This could be important later on. And for our next combination of letters, which is VOYWEX, this is what I think is one of the biggest finds yet. After typing this in the URL, it brings us to a page where we finally get to see who it is that's hiding. As I've alluded to earlier in the video, it's our good friend, Wally. He actually talks to us here and he says, "Hello, you're there. I can't see you. Do you see me? Then stay quiet." As for what he's hiding from, not too sure, but I reckon we'll find out pretty soon. And our next and last set of letter combinations, which is YXWVOE, brings us to an error site. This page here is actually just a more broken version of the original error page, which has, you know, less broken English. But the more important thing here is that instead of returning back home like you usually would, you can go ahead and click on this telephone and be redirected to a page that contains an audio file, which I'll go ahead and play now.
Welcome to me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for me. Sounds of the wind heard in the day. Warmed by the moonlight have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, playing my song. At least while I really was such melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Ha 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 ha. I don't know the other words. That's all Barbie taught me. Do you like it? That's good, I think.
Now the thing about this audio is that it's pretty difficult to understand exactly what's being sung here. But the consensus is that it's Wally singing to home, which is his house. Because we have to remember that home is technically living and is the only house with eyes from what we can see. And with that, we end our search for new content for now. According to Clown, Nightmind, his community, and our sub have uncovered everything that is currently available on the website in less than 2 days. I don't know about you guys, but I think that is seriously impressive. The only things I discovered myself were the audio file and the episode script, which I take pride in, don't worry. But yeah, I can see that we'll be in it for the long run here, and I'm super curious to see what Clown has planned for us in the future. Please go support them. Their socials and stuff will all be linked in the description of this video, so please go show them some love. They really deserve it. I also want to thank all of you for the love on the last video. I really appreciate every single one of you stopping by and leaving your feedback. It means a lot to me. I'll try to keep a consistent schedule this time around, if I can do that. All jokes aside though, I love all of you. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. As always, have a great rest of your day, and see you later.